Hi, it's Cale Campbell from Red Seal Recruiting. I've got 15 years experience hiring and firing people, and I just want to finish off this resume series on a good note, touching on references, and then also to move your job search beyond your resume. A lot of people will argue you should put references available on request, or list your references directly in your resume, or not mention them at all. It is up to you, but I'll give you one good reason why to put your references on, and one good reasons why not to. The reason to put your references on your resume are if you don't have a lot of content. So you might have 2 to 3 years experience, or you've been at the same job for 8 out of the last 10 years of your career. You might have some really good, strong references who you've talked to before, who know you're interested in making a move. Listing them on your resume, I think, is a good move. There's perception that unscrupulous recruiters, of which there are none, of which there are a few, might contact your resumes, but you don't want to send your resume into a headhunting firm that isn't reputable. And in 15 years, I've never even considered calling up somebody's references without talking to them first. It is a common practice for recruiters to contact people who've got great experience in an industry to find out who they know and ask them who would be a good person for them to get in touch to for a role. But most recruiters, 99.9%, will never scrape somebody's resume for their references. And then a reason not to put them on your resume is if you haven't gotten to them yet. You haven't actually reached out to them and connected with them and say, hey, do you have 10 minutes for a quick call or time for a coffee? Because really this should be part of your job search, is reconnecting with old employers, ex-supervisors, and your current supervisors who you know and trust, who are going to be okay with you making a move. Really, networking with people is going to be one of the most important part of your job search. Reaching out to those people after you send out a resume is super important because employers need those references ready to go. Even if you don't put anything about references, you want to be able to answer them, yes, I've talked to my references, I'm sending you them right now, because employers are in a hurry to often hire. A candidate who's confident in his references is most likely somebody who's organized, who's going to be doing well in the job because they've already thought ahead. So just to recap, reaching out to your past supervisors, past employers, and even your current ones who you trust enough to share that you're looking for some better opportunities is super important. Buying them a coffee, offering to help them out in any areas that they're working on is a great way to network. If they've moved on to a new company, say, hey, do you mind if I come by and just do an informational interview about working at your new place and how you got into your management roles? Great starting points to help your career. So references are super key. I don't care if you put them on your resume or not, but there's some tips on how to do it if you're going to include them. Thanks so much for looking at our video series here. I'd love to have you comment below and subscribe, because we're going to be putting out lots of career content that'll help you find that better job when you need it.